Special education is very important. Under the concept of inclusion, we actually now are committed to, and this is commitment that we have made internationally and nationally under 25A and other and SDGs internationally. We are committed that every child should be in school and should be learning whatever is their potential, up to their full potential. Now, the problem we have is that worldwide data is showing that about 8 to 10% or sometimes 12% children have challenges of one sort or another, which pertain to either physical, mental, or learning challenges. Now, these children, our data also shows that these children are more, a higher percentage of these children don't end up being in schools compared to other children. And the second thing is they're at a higher risk of dropout as well in class if they are not encouraged, or if they're not catered to, if they're not provided full opportunity to participate and to learn, they become candidates for dropout much earlier than other children as well. In Pakistan, we haven't even started to looking at this issue in more detail. We do have special education, but we tend to separate out special education from other mainstream classrooms, which is what actually is a practice that is now being discouraged the world over. The world is moving towards inclusive education, which means that all children learn together, even for anybody who has fairly high level of challenges. Even those children need to come into mainstream classes, because they learn to live with, they have to learn to live with other children and vice versa. And so everyone gains from inclusion in that sense. The issue is that in Pakistan, we don't have any data on disability. We don't have any data that, we don't even have a model under which we identify such children. So what happens in most of the world is, if a child goes to school and any school teacher finds that there is a need to have a diagnostic done, or they can raise a red flag, and once a red flag is raised, the detailed diagnostics are done on the child, and then once the results of the diagnostics are in, we make a plan that is specific to the child's need, and that's how we include them into mainstream education. In Pakistan, all of these things are missing. We do not have a good identification model. We do not have data on these children, and what is needed now, as we move towards educating every child and living up to that commitment, there is a need to bring in an identification model in place and to collect regular data on children that might have any challenges, so that they can then be catered for.